Okay, so this is the second part of the video. I didn't know that the video will actually stop automatically when I was trying to look at the picture that I took with the coat. So this ended up being a two-part video. Anyway, so the suffering comes from clinging or resisting, and which is so true. One is from the, if you think of it, the clinging comes from the attachment from the past or maybe even from the present, and so that is important. Also, the resisting is, I think, more about the future, because the future, we need to go with the flow of things, and we try to cling, we try to attach onto things, and with that, what happens is the resistance built up. So I thought it was such an amazing quote to remember that just letting go. It's all about letting go, right? The emotion, the challenging emotions, and how in Buddhism they would say that every thought, think of it as like a cloud, and it's not easy. It's easier said than done, but we just have to keep practicing. When we keep practicing the mindfulness, because what happens is our human nature is to cling. So now, the way I look at it as, there are things you can cling on that won't create the suffering. And for me, I try to cling on to the constant in life, the sky, the blue sky. I'm looking at it right now, the blue sky, the sun, the tree, the Mother Earth, the clean water, the air, the things that we can feel grateful in life, irrespective of what happens, when, and how. These are the constant, and these are the things we can cling on, and we don't have to resist, and that can still give us what we want. So that don't cause suffering, but other things in life, either it is material things, or place, or people, or things, or job, or things like that, it's always good to go with the flow, and practice letting go, and pray to God, and whatever you believe in, either the universe, different religion, God, just believe that that God has better plans for us than we do for ourselves. That's what they say. It's easier said than done, but with practice it happens. I have a few friends who practice also this thing, so that has been a bit easier when I have been touching base with them, because it's so easy to give up the practice when we are by ourselves. I'm making these videos also to keep the consistency going, so that I stay on this path. I hold myself accountable. So anyway, so today I'll finish this, and I think I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna push myself to go to the gym. Last week, entire week, somehow I couldn't make it, even though I was thinking I will do it twice. But I want to start figuring out a way. Maybe I will target the noon time, and then eventually I'll increase either once a week, twice a week, whichever way possible, because our physical mind, even if I go just run on the treadmill for 20 minutes, it is something, it helps. And then in the afternoon, I'll have to apply for some jobs, do a little bit of cooking, and do my dishes. Time somehow kind of flies, because I was thinking in the morning I'll make the video and then apply for jobs, but then I had to take care of other things, which is, in life, I'm grateful that I had to do those, because in one of the books, what I learned, where they say that when you have to take care of things, and there's house chores or whatever that maybe, don't think of it as like I have to. Switch it from I have to I get to. So I'll give an example. Let's say if you are doing the dishes for your family, instead of thinking I have to do the dishes, say that I get to do the dishes for my family, because I have a family, and that changes the thinking towards gratitude, right? Not many people in the world has a family, so I get to do that is changes that feeling, because we are any kind of thought, like from the book, the Desmond Tutu and Dalai Lama, this the Book of Joy, where yesterday I was talking about in that book, I saw that there's two main kind of emotions based on some psychological research in Glasgow University, I think. So one side, or I refer it as the challenging or the emotions we have, is the fear, is the worry and the anxiety, sadness, or any kind of negative thought, right? Or the anger, and the other side is the positive. So out of four emotions, unfortunately, three are negative. Only one is positive. So we have to keep feeding that positive. So hopefully at some point this becomes positive and one become negative. And because we are human being, because we have flight or fight response, it is normal that we will, if we don't feed the positive, this is gonna keep growing. But anyway, I actually did forget because I didn't follow my original thing, like in the morning at the very, out of 3-4 things in the morning I do is one is this video, and today I think I took care of 5 other things or maybe more before I started the video, so I forgot. So I'm gonna go to my original consistent practice. So the first one, I talk about progress, and yesterday I think I did make a good progress even with all the things going on. I think yesterday I'm grateful that the day turned out good, where I had good moments. We had good moments doing simple things in life. So I'm so grateful to God for that. And I made progress. And I'm trying to set intention and visualize. That's what my friend's mom also said yesterday. She has been through a lot of challenging times in her life, and she was teaching me how every morning you tell yourself, do the affirmations. So I've been listening to a lot of affirmations. I'm beautiful, I'm strong, and I have the courage to keep going in life, and things like that. I have been listening to a lot of self-love affirmation. It's been helping. So visualizing for a good week and weekend in upcoming weeks and months, for me and for you all, whoever, if anybody watches these videos, for you all, I hope the good energy and the positive energy and the peaceful energy flows to you as well. So yeah, progress, and I already talked about lots of random things that I usually do in the middle, and I'm going to try to do some grounding with my senses. I think connecting with the breath was one of the challenging things when I started, and that sounds like should be the simplest thing, right? Because we are breathing anyway, but it was hard for me, and I do hear it from many people that is hard. But now when I take the deep breath, I can calm my body, and I think that comes with practice, right? Like Thich Nhat Hanh would say, like in this book, How to Relax, and then also in other books, that we think our bodies as like the waves, and we forget that our body can be still water. So when we try to calm our body down, our shoulders, we release the tension, it can be like the calm water. And now I feel it more as time goes, as I practice, I feel it more. So if you also practice mindfulness or praying or anything like that, you will feel it more and more you practice. You'll feel it more, because we can't run after things. We can't run after the next thing and the next thing. And this morning I was doing a little bit like that. I was thinking, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. So just gotta sometime let it go and let things unfold in its own time, and things will, because then we will be more ready instead of trying to force things, right? Um, anyway, now I'll move to the next. With the ears, the sound. I can hear some sound in the house, maybe the air conditioning, I'm not sure. And I hear myself talking, and otherwise it's quiet. And as far as the eyes goes, I see orange, green, black, the white, blue, yellow, green, red, purple, pretty much all the colors of the rainbow. I think if I didn't do the grounding, I won't even notice anything in the room, right? So I've been noticing more, paying attention to the present moment more. That comes with the mindfulness practice. Taste, I had some coffee this morning, and my energy squares. And I think after the gym, I might have a little yogurt. I'm trying to lose some weight. I gained quite a bit of weight in the last many months. In 2 weeks, we're gonna do a little trip in Pennsylvania. Alice and I are gonna go, and we're gonna see a friend. She also has an 8-year-old daughter, so hoping it'll be a good, positive, uplifting time before Alice goes to school. I hope it all turns out okay. Okay, so then the temperature in the house is a little bit on the cooler side. I feel the fabric, my bracelet, and the chair, the cup, and the water. And finally, as far as the thinking goes, I'm thinking of the present moment, also thinking about like the talk I had with my mom this morning. And after the talk, what I also figured that we were talking about the last few months about Alice's health. And then I was glad that I reminded myself that, and I think I have to listen to the Wayne Dyer video more where he talks about don't talk about what is, talk about what you want, because everything is energy. Our life is getting created with every word that we speak. So I was telling my mom also, let's do that. And I figured for myself too, now these days when I speak less and less with her, I think I need to talk more about the good and instead of what has happened, because that has been very challenging. Yeah, hopefully with all of those things will keep getting better. And I'm going to do my mantra and then finally finish the video. So there was one other thing I wanted to share from that video last night, the Inside Timer. Oh yeah, she talked about this, which is also in Buddhism. They talk about we are always changing and transforming, right? And it's a good thing, because in Buddhism there's a thing that they say when you are how do you say it, like when you touch a river, or you get down to take a bath or something in the river, you are never touching the same river twice, because the river is flowing. So same thing with ourselves. 5 minutes ago, the person I was, and 5 minutes from then, who I am, and even in the 5 minutes in the future, I'm a different person. They're the causes and the conditions. And this person she kept talking about, there's like millions, billions, trillions causes and conditions in this universe, because our thinking is changing, our feeling is changing, and our action that we take is also changing. So with all that, we are not the same human being. These days there are even scientific proofs of things where they say that you can change your DNA, you can change your genes, where Joe Dispenza has many books about it. That Becoming Supernatural is one of his books that I read in 2018. I listened to it, the audiobook. And I think Deepak Chopra also talks about when people have disease or something and they think that hereditary, they kind of get it from their ancestors, but then it's only 5%. 95% of it people can change with either with good habit, mental and physical, like physical exercise and feeding good things in your emotional mind, and also eating healthy and whatnot. So you just got to believe it. It all comes down to what we believe in, what we are feeding our mind, and remember to feed this mind. And I think I'm going to use that more for my own sake, so that I keep feeding the positive. And so I also share more positivity and peace. My friend's mom yesterday, they call her auntie. So auntie also said that, try not to have any negative thought, everything positive, peace. And when you talk to people and do things, think of the positive things. And it is true, because imagine that if we are speaking positive, spreading positivity, and even if a person is unkind to us and we are trying to be positive, that's going to be less and less, right? Because our inner world reflects to the outer world. The same person who might not be positive the first time, the second time, they will change. And that's how we can create change in the world, the positive change in the world. Anyway, so I accept, and I think I will add that to my mantra, what I heard from the video yesterday. I accept and surrender, right? So this part. I speak only positive, kind, compassionate, and uplifting words. My heart chakra, I love all beings. Peace, I share peace. Understanding, kindness, patience, I have patience for all being. People who are kind to us and people are not kind to us. And I know I'm not going to be always successful. I'm going to try my best. And letting go. And this is, I started doing a new mantra on the side, the letting go, right? And it's good to have at the side, because one could represent past, one could represent future. So the past events and stuff that is creating challenging emotions, we'll just let that go. And in the future, also the worry, let that go. This is the body, is the present, right? So this comes the present moment. I live in the present moment. Now be kind to all beings. And I'm glad that it is actually staying in my awareness more. Yesterday at the deck there was a bug, and Alice was a little afraid. She was like, oh, kill that bug, kill that bug. And normally she actually doesn't want to kill the bug. So I did. And it was sad. And then I told her, in Buddhism they say to be kind to all beings, and we shouldn't do that unless we need to, because the bug was not really coming to bite her or me or anything. So that was just the awareness. So it's just good. Next time I'll be even more aware not to kill the bug. Anyway, so the left is forgive all events and all challenging situations in the past, present, and future. Forgive all beings. Forgive all beings. And the right leg is look for positive in every situation. Look for positive in every situation. And love to all of you. And positivity and optimism and love and everything more to the world.